Good morning and welcome. It's Tuesday, the 26th of July. I am Flat Cap Callum. I'm hoping you are all very, very well. All right, here we are. Galway day 2, Goodwood day 1. I'm going to try and do that every day this week, and I'll probably forget and I'll probably get it wrong, but I'll try. All right, so what have we got today? We've got yesterday's review, we've got today's bets, and I've done it stake and a quarter, so I've ratcheted it up just a tiny bit. There's some nice handicaps in terms of field size. I'd say less good in terms of value in the betting market. So I know basically most of you probably just come on today, want me to cut the waffle, cut the complicated bets. Callum, just tell us what is the biggest price horse you've got today so we can put £100 each way on it. I'm sorry. I haven't got a lurker today, so I know I've been on a very, very good run in the last 7 days of every day bar one. The biggest price horse I've had has gone and done a nice place for us. Today, 25s is the biggest I've got. So nothing in the same ballpark as what we've been operating in, but yeah, have gone on this nice run of. It goes back to last Wednesday. Stormy Jen was my value of the day. 40s drifted to 66s at points and then it SP'd at 16s. Then we had Friday. We didn't do a video Thursday. Friday hastily. That was 50s in the morning. 66 was the SP that placed. Then Saturday, the biggest price I had was Documenting, which was my main horse for that race. It wasn't. I didn't put it out as a value tip. But in terms of biggest of the day, but 50 to 1 drifted to 66s, back into 40s, I think. Sunday we went close. Desert Doctor was one out the placings at 40, and then yesterday, Favourite Moon, well, unbelievable, 125 to 1 that drifted. Really did not expect that drift on that. So 50s in the morning, I was really happy with. But 125s, is unless you bet it outside of Sky Bet, you didn't get the price. But just before the off, most bookies you could have got 150s online. Sky and Bet 365 went 200s just before the off on Favourite Moon. So I'm hoping some of you had a little extra on that. What I would say is any of those horses, if those happen again, which there'll be others. If I'm putting something out here that's 40s, 50s, 60s, 6s, if it comes in, so if you're just before the race and it's come in the market, you leave it alone. If just before the race it does a Favourite Moon and it goes out there and it drifts, you want to have a little bit more on it. I'm saying that as that's what I do. Right, so if I've got a horse like Favourite Moon and I'm seeing just before the off I can get 150 to 1 in a lot of different online bookmakers, I'm having a go at that because I liked it at 50s. If that had gone into 25s, wouldn't be touching it. And that's some of the stuff I can't do because it's in the moment and it's real time. But I'm kind of giving you a bit of an insight of what I would look for. All right, so we're going to do a review. Oh yeah, and the other important thing today, which I said on the comments last night, and I mentioned the other week, I've got football bets today, so I'm not going to do this as a regular thing. These are football bets for the season. They're not going to be in the stats. There because I don't want to get into complications of putting it out and there and carrying it on for 9 months. But I will refer to them through the season at a couple of points. So they're there if you like the football and you want to have a bit of an interest. You might like my selections, you might not like my selections, but you might understand and like the way that I've done the bets. So I've done the bets in the way that I would in keeping with what we do on the channel. And it might give some of you some inspiration. I will hold my hands up and say I don't profess to be a football expert. I would say, I mean, expert's a strong word. I know my stuff when it comes to horses. So I'm not putting this out there in terms of I'm some sort of expert in the football world. I do study and I do research like I would any other sport, and it's about betting structure. So I'll put them out there, and if you like them, you can take them. I know some of you would like it if I did regular football bets. I'm afraid I'm not that guy. I don't want to put stuff out here where I'm testing it out and trying it out. So sometimes I'm trying things out on the channel because they are things I would do normally, and and I'm sense checking because sometimes you've got to be in it for long game. Football's like that. So you put a bet down on the football, and that's running for 9 months. I only do it once a year. I don't bet on football. I do a bunch of bets this week, and then that's me done for football pretty much. All right, that's all right. There's a lot of intro waffle. Yesterday's, how do we do? 20 on, 21.53 back. So if you were Sky, you should have got a small profit the way I've calculated it. If you were Hills or 888 or Paddy, then I reckoned you doubled your stake yesterday. So if anyone is did the bets with those bookmakers, please put it in the comments. Let me know. But I reckon because of the best price guarantee, I think you will have ended up doubling your stake. So what did we have? So this bet we had two places, Glasses Up and Mujid. Both ran decent races, so we had a little place double there. The other two went up with the pace and then faded. Then we had the Win Trixie, which didn't go to plan. We had a substitute in for Cruise, which did win as odds on, but the other two were both second. But if you look at Windsor, I think other than the penultimate race, I think it was other than penultimate race, favourites went through the whole card at Windsor. It was only in that Mujid race was the only race that the favourite didn't win. And then we get into Galway. Close here. Trevenna, it stayed on and it just got going far too late. It stayed on into 8th, and obviously we were looking for at least 6th. Favourite Moon, as mentioned, drifted to 125 to 1, which is a crazy price. But regular viewers will know it's not the first time we've had 100 to 1 plus place horse on the channel. 7.15 Lady Arwen, that placed at 10 to 1 as well. So if you were best price guarantee in here or you did SPs, you would have got 10s and 125s. What I would always say for my bets on the channel, they are best, if you're doing with Sky, take the price, because more of them reduce in value than increase in value. So in the long run, it's better. On a day like yesterday, you might look at it and go, I'm gutted, I could have done this. We would have doubled our money. But in the long run, betting my horses, taking the price is the best way. If you were using your own bets on Sky Bet, I would advise SP though. So there's a difference in what I'm picking out. I would say take the price that I'm saying in the morning, and if it's not, and if it's your own bet, take SP. And then unfortunately, the last leg actually couldn't do us a favour and actually get placed. So place double with the additional single on Favourite Moon. And in the cross doubles, profitable again. So annoyingly, we had Listen to Atelier got done by a nose on the line, and then Trevenna and Fieldamont was 7th and Trevenna was 8th when they were paying 6th. So very close to being really good. But we had one leg up in the first, and then Favourite Moon went and snagged 6th place on the last leg. So it was about a £10 return, I think. You would have got double that had you done best price guaranteed or SP. So it was a decent cross double, even though it was one place leg in each. And then in bet 5, Listen to L'Atelier, as we said, beat by nose. The other two didn't place, but Queen's Pardon was one or two out the placings, I think it was. So overall, it's no great profit, but to be fair, I'm happy to come out ahead on first day of Galway. As I said yesterday, it's an absolute puzzly jigsaw thing going on, so coming out is all right. All right, I'm chatting too much. I'll just get through these bets. Okay, proper good staking plan today in terms of I've really had to think about how to spread the stake, but we are stacked on these main two handicaps. So there's 150 at Goodwood and the 640 at Galway. We are stacked there. But yeah, I've kind of had a good think about how to best do the plan today. So starting off, I've got 5 bets for this £25. 150 Goodwood, Moktasab 9s, 410 Goodwood, Dusky Lord 13 to 2, 555 Goodwood, A Day in Asia 25s. That's the biggest price I've got at Goodwood. So I know some of you will be looking to see, because I think Bet365 have got a £5 free bet. On balance, I'd put it each way on that. I'd put it on that horse because it's the biggest price. And so if I've got Bet365 accounts, and you get the standard £5 free bet for some of these important weeks, I'm looking and putting it on the biggest price horse I've got on that given day. So I would put it on there, but it's nothing special, but it's the biggest price I've got today. 640 Galway Casanova 16s. So 3 Goodwood, 1 Galway, 20p each way lucky 15, and the additional 25p each way single on a day in Asia. And importantly, bookies wise, Hills were good yesterday, Hills today. So almost all the bets today are Hills. So I think in this race, I think there is one race, I can't remember which, it's one of these two, where Sky have got an extra place. But other than that, it should be a Hills day. So if you've got the option, Hills are where to be today. So that is bet 1. Bet 2, Hills bet. So we've got 1 Goodwood, 3 Galway, 150 Goodwood, West End Charmer 17-2, 640 Galway, Saltonstall 17-2, 750 Galway, Midnight Fire 10s, 820 Galway, Knockna Killer, which we took first time out this season. It placed at 20s, so I haven't taken it since, but I like it today at 9s. 20p each way, lucky 15, and hopefully you're seeing the prices aren't big today. So cross doubles in the main 2 races, I've gone 3 and 3 for it. So we've got paying 7 places in the Goodwood race and 6 on Galway for both Sky and Hills, but Hills you are getting best price guaranteed. So the 150 Moktasab, West End Charmer, Caradoc, and they're going on to Galway, Saltonstall, Masala, Casanova. And normally when you see I do these sorts of bets, I'm normally getting quite a number more in double figures. It's not that kind of a day. I am not expecting big double figure prices to be in the first few places. So I can be wrong. I'm wrong often, but yeah, I'm not seeing it as a big price race, big price day at all. Yesterday there was more potential, so the races are better today, but more potential in the value yesterday is how I read it. So that's 9 cross 25p each way doubles across those. So all combinations of doubles. Bet 4, this is the one that's a little bit different. So again, better with Hills. So what we've got here is 4 horses, the 150 Goodwood Caradoc, then the 630 Worcester Robbers Bridge, the 640 Galway Mossala, and the 650 Perth Sula Warrior. So this is 25p win doubles, 25p each way trebles, and 50p each way fourfold. So it's predominantly an each way bet. So it's not. It's I'm putting a caveat in there for those doubles in case we manage to get 2 winners. 1 winner I'm not fussed about. So win doubles and then each way trebles and then a higher stake 50p each way on the fourfold makes it a £4.50 bet. When I first started the channel, I did a few more bets a bit like this, and I've kind of gone away from them. But today feels like a good day for it. So yeah, that's a £4.50 bet on bet 4. And then finishing off, we did a pattern for the first time in ages yesterday. We've got another one today. Betting wise, that top race you've got 1 extra with Sky. So if you can walk past that 1 extra place, then most bookies are actually paying similar place terms for these races. So it's marginally better with that extra place for that. But if you can walk past it, then it doesn't matter so much. But I say that, and that horse is going to come 5th, isn't it? 555 Goodwood, Lovely Breeze 11s, 750 Galway, Super Over 22s, and the 845 at Worcester. Check her out, 11-1. It's a 25p each way pattern to each way singles, doubles, and treble. And this is the only bet. This is my little sort of attempted saver bet because it's got nothing in there that's in those 2 handicaps. All right, that is that. So yeah, basically it's a funny day because the 150 Goodwood is much earlier than everything else. So if that goes really well, we're going to be sat thinking, oh, come on, I want the rest of the races going. If it goes badly, we're going to be sat feeling a bit glum for a long time, thinking, well, lost a lot of bets anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, we've got that little one in the evening as a little pattern to try and as a saver bet if it's all gone a little bit awry. All right, football bets. For those who want them, stay on the line. For those who don't want them, enjoy your day. I'll be back tomorrow with the golf. Looking like a normal stake £10 golf bet this week. Still waiting for some of the markets to be priced up with some bookmakers just to do a bit of comparison. But in essence, it looks like I've got a lucky 15 and I've got cross tournament Trixie and a couple of additional singles. So, but less golfers than last week and only £10. All right, football bet. So this is what I've got. I've got 3 lucky 15s, and I've split them. I've done this one is a bet 365. So all of these are better with bet 365. So I've done a bet 365, a Sky, and then another one that I've done the Sky prices, but you could shop around a little bit more. But if you've got a bet 365 account, this would be my best one. And what I tend to look at here is the outright market for in the league to finish in the Championship, in League One, League Two, and put them with top goal scorer in the Premier League. I ignore Premier League outright market because it's not got any value in it, and most bookies tend to pay 2 places. But even if you're paying 3, it's still a hard thing to call. So top goal scorer is a really good market in the Premier League to put into some of these bets, because you always have a few new strikers who come into the Premier League, but you never quite know how they're going to fit in. So tried and tested goal scorers in the Premier League is where I normally stick to, and then have a look through. And then what I've done is I've odd couple of other top goal scorers dotted about in some of the other leagues. The other thing to flag is most top goal scorer markets across the board pay first 4 places. Most league markets pay first 3, excluding the Premier League, pay first 3. Sky Bet are particularly good because they will pay the first 4 in the league. So if you bet in Championship, League 1, League 2, they will pay 4 places, which makes them preferable. They do have slightly worse prices in most cases, but you'll see on Bet2 I've picked out a few. The other thing I'm going to say, I'm not putting any value on these because I'm not tracking it for the channel. I would put them normally in keeping with anything else I do on the channel, so like a 20p, 25p each way, lucky 15. But it's up to you. So what we got? Premier League top goal scorer Raheem Sterling 33, standout price on 365. Championship top goal scorer Andreas Weimann 40 to 1. That's a cracking price, I think. He is playing for Bristol City, but I'm aware of that. But yeah, Bristol City and Andreas Weimann, they both appear in these bets. And sorry if any of my cousins are watching who support Bristol City. League One outright. So this is 3 places because it's bet 365. MK Dons 14s, and League Two 3 places outright. Northampton 12s. So that is my best value bet if you were using bet 365 in terms of prices. And then best value for Sky is this one. To be fair, the top one is fairly consistent. It's more about the bottom 3, but I wanted to put that in. So in the Premier League, top goal scorer Jamie Vardy 33. So as long as he doesn't get some shady transfer to the States this season, he stays at Leicester, I think it's a good bet, and stays fit enough to score. In the Championship, Bristol City 66 to 1. Really like that price. Worth a little go. League One outright Wickham at 18s, and League Two outright Swindon. So these two are standout prices and paying 4 places. So particularly good bets on Sky Bet. So that is my Sky lucky 15. And then there was 4 other ones that I felt like I wanted to put in, so I've put them together in one bet. And these are Sky prices. Per Premier League, Cristiano Ronaldo, top goal scorer 14s. Championship outright Sheffield United 7s, a bit short, but wanted to put it in. League One top goal scorer Lee Gregory 14s, and League Two top goal scorer Harry McCurdy 12 to 1. That is my other bet. So as I said, not on the stats. I'll refer to them through the season because I think quite a few of you from the sound of it might follow them, and we'll see how we go. And if we hit a jackpot, brilliant. It's not on the stats, don't mind. But if a bunch of you want some money, great. And if worse comes to worse, you've shoved 20p each way, lucky 15s, you've lost 18 quid. Hopefully that is not too bad over the course of a whole football season. All right, that is me. The video's far too long. I apologise. I'll try and make tomorrow's video shorter. I'll be back tomorrow for more Galway, more Goodwood, and I'll have the goal for the weekend. Thanks very much. Cheerio.